Yes, I did change my name. There we go. Okay. It's been a while since you've had to remind me about that.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. You're doing a pretty good job.
We're taking steps. All right. Slight progress. Not much, but slight progress. Okay. We'll get there one day at a time. Oh, I got to tape over that G. My bad. My bad. Okay. All right. Pre-show shenanigans. The biggest story in the entire world just came out. Everett, please elaborate.
Yeah. So the greatest time period in like the last 10 years was about 4.5 years ago, when arguably the greatest stretch of video game playing was occurring for the Black IP generation in OG Fortnite. In the OG Fortnite. The breaking news is apparently they're bringing back the OG Fortnite map. That is the breaking news.
All right, quick, help me out here. How long has it been since the original Fortnite map was there?
Like
3 years?
It's 2024. About to be like about 4 years.
That game came out like 2017.
5 years. It's been like 5 years. We were still in high school when we were playing it.
I just want to say Fortnite has revolutionized the revenue streams of the game.
And not a good way. And not a good way.
The Fortnite season pass has absolutely twisted, flipped the whole revenue stream of the video game business on its head.
Bring back OG Black Ops 2 revenue streams.
Well, maybe. I would say though that Everett, I'm not sure if you remember how much Cyborg camo cost in Black Ops 2.
$5. It's more. Well, they came in like packs though. You got them in like packs with like other camos.
It's just at the time we didn't even quite put 2 and 2 together.
No,
I'm pretty sure it cost 15.
But you got like 5 camos. So it was like $3 a camo.
But you were just using like
Cyborg, Afterlife.
Yes, those were different.
You want to throw in the
those random, were separate packs.
You want to throw in the random graffiti in there too.
That was actually a good one. I
had the not gonna disrespect the orange and blue like wave camo. Like that one was pretty sick.
That was yours.
Yeah, that one was pretty. I like that one.
That is a Dolphins camo. Now that I think.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah,
literally, it's a Dolphins.
Yeah, and I would
camo.
use it on hijack. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of things check out there. But I mean, let's be real. Like, we can't beat around the bush. Like, when it comes to what Everett and I actually know about, like, it's Call of Duty and Fortnite. Like, we don't. That's our specialty. But
yeah, we're a little. We talk about like we're football nerds. Grant, an avid polo nerd. He kind of keeps that one on the DL. But no,
you forced me to keep it on the DL, and I understand no one cares about polo.
Well, yeah, if you started bringing it out, then you'd outshine me. Like that's the whole issue. If you just brought out the inner polo nerd.
I mean, there's a reason that I keep bringing up Secretariat as the GOAT. Like it's a slight reference to my polo love. So
yeah, here nor there. It's got horses, kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone very bad. So I'm not gonna lie there. But yes, major news going down. I also just want to say, real quick, Everett. I'm not sure if you saw this in the gaming world, but NCAA 14, holy shit. NCAA 25?
Well, yeah, 24, 25. Yeah, I guess. 25 next summer.
They have announced that colleges have officially sent in team audio, team like visuals for like touchdown celebrations, like all their fight songs, whatever they use. So those are all getting sent in and everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to go on a big limb here. I know. But I think NCAA will actually come out in 2024. NCAA 25 will not get delayed. It will come out.
Unless you're a Notre Dame fan, in which case it doesn't exist to you.
I don't think Notre Dame or USC is going to be in it.
USC is, Notre Dame is not. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I do know that of like all the major schools, every single one is in this. I don't really know.
Some variation, whatever.
Some agreement or like collective group for video game like licensing deals, except Notre Dame and USC. They're like the only 2 big times, and like Navy and Army.
Yeah, but it's negotiating with the government. That's
well, Navy and Army, it's like they need to be in game.
What about the Air
And
Force?
Yeah,
Is Air Force in there?
I think Air Force is actually for the people, and they went.
Oh,
in,
okay. Okay.
I have no idea. But yeah,
I can't wait to have
get it moving.
to be 6-0 with the G5 program, and the AP pool still doesn't think I exist in the game. It's gonna be great.
I just want it real quick. I was just thinking the other day, in the last NCAA 14 game, they had Kirk Herbstreit and Brad Nessler as like the in-game commentators. Announcers. It would be really, really cool if they got Joel Klatt and Gus for Fox, if they got Herbie and Fowler for ESPN, if they got Vern, if they got Vern Lundquist, I do really hope that they change it to a way like in Madden, you have the same two dudes. We have the same two dudes for like the last 8 years. I swear to God, if I have to hear them talk one more time in the game, and
like,
they have not re-recorded.
No, it sounds the exact same. Years. It makes me want to cry. If they can make it where you have like a new broadcast team, like if there's one for CBS, one for ESPN, one for that'd be sick. And sick. The cherry on top, if EA, this would redeem EA. Give me College Game Day in the game.
Now, I think it actually was in the last one.
But I'm talking like I
want to see crazy shit. Like I want to see like Pat McAfee shooting the guns for Oklahoma, Texas.
I want the duck head going on.
I want Oregon. A kid. I want a. God damn it. Leslie Chow. Holy shit. What's his name?
Lee Corso?
No. Ken Young. I want him because like once a year he'll go on ESPN and say like some absurd shit.
Tulane Medgrad, by the way. Tulane Medgrad. Yeah. Fun fact.
Him and Andrew Friedman, Tulane's finest, right there.
Yeah, and me. And
my bad.
Yeah,
and Chadwick. Debatable. Okay, I had to lump him in there, but okay, all right. That's enough on the pre-show. It's moving though. I'm so excited. Like that game should be out right now. Like I should have my senior year of college right now. NCAA. Like I should have it right now.
I could be in the game. I could have been in the game
with a mid-ass Kyle McCord right now if I
could have been in the game. I could have been in the game,
bro. Oh my God, Hawk would have been in the game. That could have been you. Well, John Bott, shout out our boy. At least he's in there.
Yeah,
or would have been.
What?
Correct.
He's a grad. He's a grad.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. We could slip EA some money. We're good.
Yeah, we'll see. But okay. All right. On the show. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Waterboy Podcast. Today it is episode 162. 162 strong. We got a full Ohio State of the Union for this Penn State preview. Of course, the viral Chargers fan is also a Vikings fan. We got a lot to discuss about that. And Everett and I are not going to have a fun time this weekend watching our NFL teams. The two best teams in the NFL? Niners and Chiefs?
No,
or the Chiefs not in there?
Dolphins.
Okay.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I'll accept it. But Niners are one, despite the loss last week.
Yes.
Niners are still.
Yes. Depends on Christian McCaffrey, but yes.
Let's embrace debate. If the Eagles won and the Niners lost, would you still keep the Niners at one? Because I have a firm opinion on that.
Yes, because Christian McCaffrey didn't really he got hurt.
Well, he did get banged up at the end, but after the opening scripted drives, that Browns defense was shutting down McCaffrey. I think he had 4 rushing yards on 8 attempts.
Well, yeah, when Myles Garrett throws Trent Williams to the side, problems might occur.
Yeah, and I know Trent got banged up. Debo went out like after the first drive, I think. So obviously a bunch of wrenches got thrown in the Niners' offensive game plan. I will say though, like this Browns defense is like actually doing some historical shit right now. Okay, but we'll save that. We'll save that for the NFL segment. We'll save that. Do you have any MLB? Do you want to talk about probably the least entertaining championship series MLB playoff series? You want to talk about this, or do you want to just go on?
I'd rather just forget that the MLB exists right now.
I mean, to be honest, watching what the Phillies are doing, in a way I'm happy the Dodgers aren't playing in it right now because we would have got slaughtered.
But it makes us look so much worse.
Way worse. We got swept by that team who's getting. The Diamondbacks got shut out last night for the first time in their postseason career.
Now,
I don't know how many times they made the playoffs. Like
this might be the
caveat,
first time ever, but I know it's not. They I think they won a World Series.
They won in
like
01.
15,
Beat the Yankees.
Yeah.
In 01.
My birth year.
And another event happened in New York that year, which big disappointment. Yankees not bringing
we're
it
not
home.
we're not talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I okay. Actually, there's one MLB thing I had to bring up. So Jeter, A-Rod, and Big Poppy, they're all on all on like the analyst booth, I believe, for Fox. And Derek Jeter was talking about, I believe, the Astros, and he was saying, hey, they're down 2-0, can't count a team out of a series. Jeter was like, I lost a series up 3-0 one time, and Big Poppy's like, you did? Really? Wait, when? When did that happen? You could tell Jeter to this day is still livid over that series.
Oh, and I'd be so pissed.
That's how you know he's a champion. To this day, he does not get over that. I bet Brady is still thinking about the Tyree helmet catch to this day. He probably is sitting there like, I should have 9. I gotta come back.
I also know Saints fans are still thinking about the miracle and the PI to this day too.
All right, we're having a very, very long side tangent here, but recently there was an interview with Jared Goff where they're asking, do you apologize for that? And he's like,
no.
What? Apologize for what?
It wasn't PI on the field, was it?
They didn't call PI.
No, they didn't call it.
What are you talking about? I love that though. But okay. College football, Ohio State Union. The undefeated, number 7 ranked Nittany Lions will be taking on the number 3 undefeated Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State opens as a 4.5-point favorite, but I don't really care about the spread. Real quick, Everett, fun fact of the day. Guess what James Franklin's record against Ohio State is as a Penn State head coach?
Can you give me how many years he's been there?
He is.
How many
this
times
is his 10th season. He's played Ohio State 9 times.
He's played 9 times. 3-6. 1-8.
He is 1-8 against Ohio State. He is 3-6 against Michigan.
Oh, hey,
good shit. God.
Wow, hey, look at that.
There we go, Everett. Stack those W's right now. But James Franklin is 1-8 against Ohio State. Okay, this is a hump that he needs to get over. This is a hump that this is the Goliath he has to slaughter, has to take down. But these are some fun things I've learned about Penn State. I've heard about Penn State. Now, Penn State hasn't exactly played the greatest competition so far, but they have been slaughtering teams. So I'm not going to discredit Penn State for their competition thus far because they have been going out and dominating those teams. So I can't really evaluate them quite yet. But Penn State does not do a great job at getting long chunk plays down the field, whether it's passing or rushing. Let's start with the passing game and Drew Aller. Drew Aller has broke 300 passing yards only one time this season, first game of the year against West Virginia. If we take that game out, he is averaging 186 passing yards per game on 30.4 pass attempts, 6.1 yards per attempt. Not ideal. For reference, Kyle mid-court is averaging 9.7 yards per attempt, and he's mid as fuck. So Drew Aller is averaging 6.1 yards per attempt, and only 6% of Drew Aller's pass attempts have been for 20-plus yards. About half of Drew Aller's pass attempts have been 10 yards or under. So Penn State does not take shots. It is short, quick passing, get the ball out. But let's now move to the running game. Let's see how explosive they are in the run game. Both of Penn State's running backs, Nick Singleton and Katron Allen, have not gained 20-plus yards on a touch all season, carry or catch. So neither running back has gained 20 yards on a play. I believe Trevion Henderson has like 4 plays for 40-plus this year. So Penn State does not have that home run threat. They do not have that threat. They had it last year in Parker, Washington. They've had it for a while in guys like Dotson. Holy shit. I'm forgetting Godwin, of course, beat Ohio State. I'm forgetting the other one. KJ Hamler. And yeah, that guy's Saquon. But they don't have the home run threats. Okay. I just listed off so many good skill players. How the fuck have they only beaten us once? Holy shit. Anyway, okay. Penn State, okay, we're going to see if they can get down the field and get those long chunk plays. Jim Knowles has played a relatively conservative defensive style so far this season. We're having our corners. We're not pressed. We're off the line of scrimmage. We're keeping everything in front of us, not getting beat deep. Bend, don't break mentality, when last year it was a break, don't bend mentality. Kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But we are going to see if Penn State maybe opens up the playbook. They haven't had to pass or make those crazy deep throws thus far this season. They haven't had to. They've won these games comfortably, just controlling the game on the ground. But that is my big key for this Penn State offense versus Ohio State's defense. Will Jim Knowles start pressing a little bit? Is he going to test Drew Aller to throw deep and beat us with his arm? We'll see. We'll see what.
So how scared are you of this game?
Much less scared after I've really dived into how Penn State plays. You asked me like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, well, I think week 3 or week 2, I had Penn State over Ohio State in my rankings. So I think this is one of the best Penn State football teams we've seen in a really long time. Okay. My one slight concern is they're kind of inexperienced. I think Ohio State, despite McCord, this being his first year as a starter, we have a lot of older guys on the roster this year playing. And I'm not going to dive into like the CJ Hicks situation, but apparently we are literally only starting certain players at linebacker over more talented 5-star sophomores only because of seniority, which I'm not a fan of. I am not a fan of that. Regardless, Penn State's a little bit younger than Ohio State. Ohio State's playing at home. A lot of things pointing towards Ohio State. Also, let's talk about Penn State's defense versus Ohio State's offense. Penn State, great tackling on their defensive line. Okay, I believe they are tied with Michigan in tackle rate for their defensive linemen. However, their linebacker and DB room have a lot of tackling problems. And I thought Chambers had tackling problems. No. These Penn State linebackers, they miss tackles. Now, the biggest problem with Ohio State's run game is we can't get to the second level. We can't double team and get onto the second level linebackers. But if their linebackers are the worst tacklers on the team.
Yeah, that's concerning for them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I just want to say, though, neither team necessarily runs the ball that well. Okay, if we look at the Ohio State Notre Dame game, I think Trevion averaged like 7 yards a pop, but take away his one long run, he's averaging like 3 yards a carry. Penn State, similarly, they are not gashing off running plays. I don't see either team suddenly turning into a rushing powerhouse 49ers offense overnight for this game. Ironically, this comes down to the quarterbacks. This comes down to Drew Aller and Kyle McCord on third down. I feel like both quarterbacks are going to be in third and long situations, and we're going to see if they can get the job done.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I also expect Ryan Day to call an extremely conservative game. The key to this game, I think, is actually going to
match the conservatism of Penn State. I gotcha.
Well, so this is the thing. Penn State has done an excellent job at not turning the ball over and getting turnovers on defense. Drew Aller, your favorite stat, no interceptions this year for Drew Aller, Everett. So Penn State protects the ball. They also get turnovers. Ohio State, we're kind of in the same way a little bit. We're starting to get more turnovers on D. Kyle, although like he has like 4 interception balls per game, only one of them is actually picked up. Only one of them actually is an interception. So we'll see. I think turnover is going to be a big thing in this game. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, yeah, Ohio State's going to win this game. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
24
17.
I was going to say 24-21. I think Penn State will get their points.
Okay. All right.
Yep, that's the Ohio State of the Union. This is a big game though. Like essentially, Ohio State has 3 games on the schedule this year. This is the second game of the season, so gotta win it.
Yeah. Speaking of Penn State, great transition here. Throw It on a Dime is playing this weekend.
Okay. Good. That could have gone many different ways.
So obviously we're gonna get into last week's stretch of games. And I think we'll probably save that a little bit because there's other pressing matters that need to be addressed.
Yeah, I got some fun NFL facts today.
Yeah, let's go with it. Why don't
more than most. So I mean, we kind of just brought it's gonna be Aiden O'Connell versus Throw It on a Dime. It's gonna be a high school football game. All right, we'll get more on that to the preview, but like Throw It on a Dime. Come on. He's actually my most feared Penn State quarterback under James Franklin. Way better than Hackenberg. Sean Clifford. I'm not even going to say his name again on this podcast ever again. Yeah, no. Trace, he's got that X factor. It's just that it factor. Like, he just makes plays. So we'll dive into it later, but I have a theory about Trace McSorley where less preparation will make him perform better. The less he knows about the Chicago playbook, the better he'll be.
Just let him do his thing.
Backyard football. Make it backyard, okay? We'll get into that, but okay. First, Everett, the Chargers fan is a plant. She's a plant. She's a plant. She's a plant. Change my mind. Change my mind.
We both know how much the NFL hates the Chargers. But the added factor into this,
or is it
are
they just not even aware we're a franchise?
Both.
Okay.
But the added factor is she's also a Vikings fan. And there is no way in hell the NFL would openly try to create media attention for the Chargers and the Vikings.
Or Vikings, yes.
So yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I just think that it's a horrible life for her as a sports fan, going from one team to the other and just both being absolute trash.
Just consistent underperforming.
I'm so sorry. You and I think that we have it bad.
Oh, no.
That is worse.
She has it bad. She has it bad. And let's hope that
if she's an Oakland A's fan too, oh my God. No, sorry. Los Angeles Angels, not.
She has to be a Laker fan. They wore the Minneapolis Lakers. Like, she has to be a Laker fan, though. Right?
Yeah.
Like, she has to be.
But she said she became a Chargers fan when she moved to LA, and obviously the Chargers are the worst of the two teams. So by that
when
logic,
she moved to LA 20 years ago, there was no LA team. It was just Chargers San Diego.
Oh, she moved 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh. So I was gonna say, then she has to be a Clippers fan. Actually, no, she'd have to be a Sacramento Kings fan, but
wait, Kings?
California.
How would she pick? But I get that, but no, Clippers. Well, Anaheim Ducks fan for sure. 1,000% Ducks fan. Oh, mark that one down as like a guarantee. That's a lock. I was thinking though, if let's say she came to LA like 5 years ago, there's actually 0% chance she would have picked the Chargers over the Rams. 0% chance.
I just want to be different.
That's what I told myself when I became a Chargers fan about 2 years ago. You didn't hear me say anything. Okay. Now, moving on to next notable news that happened. She probably isn't a plant.
No, a plant would not subject themselves to that much pain and suffering.
I would just say it was really interesting how the day after Monday Night Football, she had a really high quality camera. It was the middle of the day and she was ready to go on the Pat McAfee show. I'm
just going to say this. Stay at home mom. Everybody got cameras over COVID for work. And yeah, so.
Potentially.
Also, iPhones exist and you can use that for your camera.
What's the really high quality camera?
Yeah, but iPhones exist. You can use that for your camera. So.
But like, can we get a list of just typical people that will do that extra step over just their laptop camera? I don't think it's many.
I guarantee you the show is like, hey, do this.
Actually, yeah. Wait, but they don't make Aaron. Well, it's Aaron Rodgers.
You're not going to tell Aaron Rodgers, hey, we're going to get a whole. You have to do this whole setup for us.
How Aaron funny Rodgers would it be?
Aaron Rodgers is like, all right, you want to do that? You come here 3 hours ago and you do that shit for me. and you have to pay me to do that. I'm not doing
another
shit.
side tangent that we should not be going on, but I was thinking about it, like Pat McAfee recently, where it came out that he's paying Aaron Rodgers millions of dollars to come on, when he was talking about how like the Pat McAfee show was valued at like 100 million like 5 years ago. I was thinking like the first viral Pat McAfee clip ever was Laramie Tunzel and him being like, we got to draft this guy, Chuck. His lungs are great. That was the first viral Pat McAfee show clip, right?
No, because he was still in the league then. Because he got drafted.
Did he start the show when he was
drafted?
A punter?
Laramie Tunsil got drafted in 2016.
Yeah.
And Pat McAfee,
that's like the first moment I can remember.
You know the punt play. You know the punt play.
That was 2015.
Exactly.
Yeah, October. It was actually
like 2 days ago.
8 years ago today, I think.
Something like that.
Or 2 days ago.
Something like that. But I unless he retired after that season because of how bad that was, I think he was still a punter in 2016.
Yep. Following his retirement from football at the close of the 2016 season, Pat McAfee started his show. But how did he get that clip out? His lungs are great, Chuck. One of the funniest clips ever. Also hilarious. ESPN is like, yep, that's our guy now. Okay, enough of that. All right, Caleb Williams. This is I highly doubt it's real, but let's pretend it is. This is the dumbass quote of the year. Caleb Williams allegedly wants minority ownership for whatever franchise drafts him. Now I'm about to give you the list of professional athletes for all sports who were owners as players. I'm about to get into that, but let's just start off with this, Everett. The NFL is currently blocking the Raiders from giving Tom Brady a minority ownership in their team. Okay. The NFL is blocking that. And I have a theory that that's still somehow Dan Snyder has good fraud alert should be going on. I just brought up Dan Snyder. I do have a theory that Snyder somehow has some power and he's the one blocking Brady from becoming a minority owner, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is that this is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard from a college athlete right now. In terms of players where it was actual significant ownership, there's two ever, David Beckham and Messi. And they did not get ownership of the teams while they were literal players themselves. David Beckham, when he joined Galaxy, they told him, you can have an expansion team, Inter Miami, for $25 million, which is robbery.
Change for him.
Robbery for the evaluation of Inter Miami. That's what happened with Beckham. It's happening now with Messi. He'll have another expansion team. But other than those two, there's only two other. One of them was Michael Jordan, the literal GOAT. And that was when he came out of retirement to play for the measly Washington Wizards for about 2 years. The other example is Everett, as a puckhead on this channel. Of course, you know this. Mario Lemieux at the end of his career with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, everybody knows Mario Lemieux.
Of course, everyone knows Mario Lemieux. But that's it. Them four. That's it. The NFL has never even entertained the idea of letting an active player become ownership. They are not letting their GOAT in their sport, Tom Brady, become a minority owner right now, and he's retired.
Like if it's me, let's assume. I'm
assuming it's fake, but let's pretend. But let's
assume it's real.
Let's pretend it's real.
All right. If I'm a team right now, and I'm one of these teams that are in contention for Caleb Williams, and let's also assume that his whole list of I'm not going to these teams is also true.
Yes.
It would be very hard for me to want to draft him based off of the way that he's handling himself. Because I love seeing.
I think I'd go with that one too.
I love seeing like a fire in a player. I love seeing like that kind of like I'm a dog, right? But this is not that. This is like a Beverly Hills
this is too
Chihuahua.
much.
This is a Beverly Hills Chihuahua right here.
Okay, that's not the comp that I thought I was gonna get for this, but we will run with that.
We'll work with it.
I just, this isn't a good look. I don't think this is
it's a terrible look. And like, I understand you want money or whatever, but like, gotta be realistic.
Ownership in a team?
And like, all right, let's say hypothetically speaking, all right, let's say that the NFL is like, all right, screw it. And they're like, all right, Tom, you want it? All right, Tom, you can get a Pat, you want it? You're right. And they're like,
yeah, actually, that's the best example. If Mahomes isn't a partial owner of the Chiefs, then you're not a partial owner.
But we're gonna be like, all right, let's say the Vikings draft, and we're like, all right, Wills, if you want to give Caleb, I mean, fuck, all right. That would be your entire contract. You're not getting a rookie deal. Yeah. You're not getting that is your
contract.
And you are not
5% is probably worth.
And it would have to be stipulated
250 mil.
It's really hard. You know what? The other thing is, it's really hard. Like that's your whole like you're not getting a re-sign deal. You're nothing. Like that is it.
Well, also you're an owner of the team, so like you better do whatever it takes to perform for the team. You're an owner. Like you literally, your money's on the line.
The other reason why it would be so hard for a player in the NFL in general, in any sport, but in the NFL specifically, to have ownership while being a player. Let's say, say you're Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid retires, Travis Kelce is gone, the Chiefs suck, it's just you. You're like, all right, fuck this, I don't want to be here, and I'm a 10% owner in the team. The NFL is not going to let you go to another team while still being an owner of that team. You have to have a clause where you're required to liquidize all stock in that team in order to leave. Which gets into very large issues with like the government and the way that all that works. How funny
that would be if like when Brady left the Patriots, he had to sell his share in the Patriots. That'd be so funny.
The only team in which it might actually work is the Packers, because they're already owned by
they are public. Oh.
So actually, Caleb Williams, you want stock in a
Green
team?
Bay.
Go to Green Bay. Actually,
sorry,
please,
Jordan.
Don't do that to me, please. But
yeah, I just realized you do not. That's the last thing.
No. Would ever want.
God, no. What the hell?
Please.
No. And if Caleb was on the Packers, like they'd draft Marv, like they'd start drafting first round wide receivers because
I'd be like, shoot,
yeah, now we'll do it. Yeah, but I mean, Caleb, it's a little ridiculous. Last fun little quote of the week. When asked about potentially missing a game for the birth of his son, Sean McVay said, and I quote, "I'm not going to miss a game. My son knows better than to come during a game." Football guy of the week, football guy of the year, football guy of the century. I'm ready to say this. I'm ready to stand on both of my feet, tippy toes, loud and proud. Sean McVay is going to be the greatest coach in NFL history. Or Sean McVay's son. Well, not Sean McVay. Sean McVay is not going to be the greatest coach in NFL history. The descendant of McVay, his disciple by bloodline. We're going to call... No, I don't think this will be Sean McVay Jr. I'm going to go...
You know what's going to be? It's going to be like Tarek. Some weird like...
Tarek.
LA kind of name.
Let's go with Gandalf McVay. Gandalf McVay is going to be the greatest coach in NFL history. Regardless if Sean McVay is doing film room studies with him from the age of 3, just by being around his dad, Sean McVay, he's going to absorb just subconsciously so much football. He's going to have so much in there that by the time he's our age, I mean, he'll already be smarter than Belichick now when he is our age already. So imagine what he'll be at like Sean McVay's age now. Like
and hey, don't forget Sean McVay beat out Calvin Johnson for high school award.
Gatorade
best player of the year
in the state.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
saying. I mean, we could all say Gandalf could be the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Like
it's also on the table
as well.
It's on the table.
Like we can't cross that one off yet.
Although Tom Brady's kid, he might get there.
You did not hear this from me, but I actually think Tom Brady's oldest son is all in on lacrosse, no football, all lax. So
if I'm Tom Brady, I'm
well. Also, like I actually think the only thing that Tom and Bill Belichick could like actually be friendly over was talking about lacrosse. I think that's the only thing they could like be, friends over and like actually enjoy talking to each other about.
I think baseball's on the table.
I'm not sure how many times Belichick has brought up baseball. I know Brady got drafted, so
yeah.
But I know it's lacrosse.
Speaking of other legends in the game, it's about to be Tyjae time. Rumors are swirling. Derrick Henry might be traded at the deadline, shipped out. Obviously, the Titans tried to trade him last year, and I think during the offseason.
Yeah,
he turns 30 in January. He's getting up there. Obviously, still bell cow, still probably the closest Hall of Fame resume that any running back currently in the NFL has.
I think so.
After Nick Chubb's injury, things are looking a little spooky for him. But we've said this since day one, and I'm going to when this happens, we're going to repost the Tyjae Spears is going to be the greatest pick that you've ever made for your team. That's getting reposted because we told you not once, not twice, not 3 times.
We probably do it like twice a month.
Literally like every episode for 4 months. And we have an episode literally entitled Tyjae Spears is him. All right.
So we do. That is correct.
I need to send my man a text message, and I need to make sure that he copyrights Tyjae Time, because that's going to be needed very soon. Good one.
Good alliteration right there.
Yeah. And he's about to dominate the AFC South.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some crazy chunk plays. Last week, I believe he had a 46-yard catch. He's just been having gash plays. All I did against my Chargers. He has just been gashing.
I also just want to say this. Obviously, we know the Titans have been planning on trying to trade Derrick Henry, which means the Tyjae pick is even more blatantly clear that it's like a future. Like, they think this guy's like the fucking guy. But them seeing what Tyjae's doing and again being like,
he's ready now.
We can get rid of Derrick.
We can do this now.
How many times do we have to tell you? Tyjae
and Derrick Henry
is him.
A Hall of Famer, guys. All right. I cannot make that
emphasize that enough. Cannot make that any more clear.
Like, okay, I'll be honest. Now that I'm actually really thinking about it, the fact that Tyjae is actually about to replace the fucking only Hall of Fame running back right now is, I mean, this is why we're fans of sports. Stories like that, you have literally spoken with Tyjae countless times, and you are now watching him become an NFL star. Like, that is why we're sports fans. Like, nothing is cooler than that. Watching people, become literal superheroes for Tennessee. Like, the whole state of Tennessee, Tyjae Spears is now their Superman. And you're homies with him.
It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick.
This is why we watch sports.
Just like you're homies with Polo World Champions.
Whoa. Don't. You can't expose me. Like, that cannot get out. People cannot know I'm connected with
that's right. We need to keep it on the
Garrett, the greatest polo player of all time. Okay, but Justin Herbert, we're on to the next topic. Justin Herbert has the most game-winning drives with 14 and the most game-losing interceptions in fourth quarter one-score games since 2020, 13. 14 game-winning drives, 13 game-losing picks, okay? Justin Herbert has 54 starts as an NFL quarterback, which means half of Justin Herbert's games in the NFL has ended in either a game-winning drive or a game-losing pick. But not all of his one-score games have been decided by a touchdown or pick. Herbert has played in 38 one-score games in his NFL career out of his 54 total, second most in the NFL over that time. I could not find who was number one, but it's probably Kirk. But 70% of Justin Herbert's games have been one-score games. The Chargers, we are wasting away Justin Herbert, okay? I was just so upset watching that game on Monday. I've never seen Herbert miss so many throws in my life. Like, even his completions, his receivers were having to make crazy adjustments to get the ball. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Herbert that off in a game ever. And I was so mad. I wanted to blame Herbert for that loss, everything on it, which yeah, I'd still blame it on him for that loss. But from a total perspective, last 4 years, we are just not doing Herbert justice. Like we're wasting away this talent. Like next year, he's going to get what? 50 million a year, 40 million a year. Like we've had him on his rookie deal and we just wasted those years away. It's going to be brutal.
Yeah, you know what your biggest issue is?
Charging ourselves, Brandon Staley, injuries.
Nope,
which one?
You're already 2 past.
Charging ourselves or Brandon Staley?
There you go.
Brandon Staley. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Staley, we got Brandon Staley. We picked Staley over Dable, which, hey, I'm not like preseason. I was like, what the fuck? We took Staley, but now
I would still be like, what the fuck? We took Staley.
But the Dable alternative isn't much greater.
Daniel Jones.
True. I will say, though, that we hired him as a defensive guy. We hired him because he was cheaper than Dable. Like, we had all these reasons. And because Staley was on the Rams, the Chargers, Spanos family, they wanted to have the Chargers compete in the LA market. They wanted to take something from the Rams. And that's what led us to taking Staley.
Zach Taylor was hired that same season, I'm pretty sure, from the Rams.
We wanted defense. Defensive minded. Remember, we got to help Herbert.
With a new rookie quarterback. Okay, that's a great plan.
Well, it was Herbert's second year with State. He had Anthony Lynn first year.
For one season, yeah, but
no, I'm not protecting. I'm not defending this. They were like, we want a defensive guy. That's what the Spanos family decided on. They wanted the cheapest one available. And so we took Staley. We're just going to keep on charging ourselves every year under Brandon Staley. Things got to change. It's kind of like the Dodgers. Like, I think it is like a team morale, locker room mentality that we are just not going out there to win. We are going out there to be the Chargers. Okay, we got to go out there and be the Niners. Okay,
you got a show to put on. You got a show to put on for the fans. We cannot continue
being the Chargers. Okay, we got to change. We got to do something, guys, because that's a winnable game. If Herbert is just making throws, like we win that game, and it's like, damn it, we just keep on charging ourselves.
Yeah, I also think that not firing Brand. I know the Chargers are like what 2-4. I'm not firing,
but we're about to be 2-4. So yeah.
Not firing Brandon Staley last season to try and get DeMeco Ryans is a huge miss.
Oh man. But actually, I'm not going to be that mad over it because DeMeco on Houston is the greatest thing for CJ. So I'm not going to be that mad.
But could you imagine him with?
I don't want to. I just did, Herbert? And I'm going to stop imagining it because it's making me sad. But I may have even taken Gannon. I would want my guys on the bus. Fuck it. I mean, at least the Cardinals play with heart. Okay, at least they play with heart. Can't say the same about my Bolts. Can't say the same, but okay.
Yeah, you also could have gotten Shane Steichen too. Could have gotten Shane Steichen for the Colts.
Yeah, that could have been. That could have been.
Eagles OC last year.
Yeah, I would have been way more in favor of that shit. I would have taken Cliff. I would have taken
you would.
Cliff.
No.
Gross.
As an OC.
Okay, actually, this is good. Staley's awful. Who's worse than Staley? Cliff is a
currently
yes.
or who just
current so
coaches?
Urban.
No, well,
Urban,
I'm saying like currently in the NFL.
Oh, I'm talking just any options. Like Rex Ryan counts. Okay.
Well, Rex Ryan somehow got the Jets to the AFC Championship game like three times.
Wait. Isn't he? Didn't I saw something that like Rex Ryan might get hired as a DC. Like,
he might go to the Broncos.
Yeah, yes, that is. Could you imagine if Sean Payton did that? Like, tell me you're not serious about your job without explicitly telling me you're not serious about your job. If he got Rex Ryan or Dr. Heat would actually be the best. If you got Big Greg, okay.
Can we get Dr. Disrespect in there?
Ooh,
A little.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, different route, but I guess we're staying on the gaming theme. But
Leslie Frazier, Cliff Kingsbury, Urban Meyer. Honestly, fuck. What's the fucking dude? Frank Reich.
Yeah, Reich.
Yeah. I gotta hold on. Let me get the teams. I gotta remember who all these coaches are. Oh, little guy in Chicago.
Eberflus.
Eberflus. I'd say Ron Rivera. Arguably Bill Belichick right now.
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores would be better.
Okay.
Brian Flores would be much better. Josh McDaniels.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I think I might rather have him than Staley.
Fuck no. Absolutely the fuck not. Don't say that. Don't do that to yourself.
That's how much of a mental pretzel I'm in watching Brandon
Arthur
Staley.
Smith.
Well, would Justin Herbert become Lamar Jackson?
Trace McSorley.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you could get me on board with Arthur Smith. Maybe.
Who's the Saints head coach? Because that guy's in
Dennis
there.
Allen.
Yeah, that guy's in there. That guy's in there.
Hey, I think at one point the Saints had 10 straight games giving up 20 or less points or like 12 or less. It was like some NFL record. I don't know.
The Chiefs or the Saints? You said the Saints? Saints. Yeah.
Their defense. But okay, let's get on to the picks. We both went 10 and wait.
Yeah, we're good.
Do you got something else?
We're good.
We both went 10-5 last week, correct?
Yes, we did.
So overall, I'm 57-36 on the season, 61.3% win rate, which I am.
You said 61%?
61%, which
I'm
okay with. What are you at?
75.9%.
How many total wins do you have?
60.
That literally does not add up.
Yeah, it does.
You have 3 more wins than me, and you have a 14% higher win rate. That literally does not. Everett, you have a 64.5%. 60 divided by 93 is 64.5.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you made it a 7. It was a 6.
It was yeah. Okay, whatever. Still.
Because I mean, just 57 wins versus 60 wins is not a 14% difference. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I missed a whole year of math. But
I have the way that everything's added up for me, though. I mean, maybe I put in somewhere where the math is wrong, and I got a couple extra games for the total amount. But
there's been 93 total games played in the NFL this season.
Yeah, so I guess somewhere along the way, I probably just forgot to count something because I have it all automated.
Okay, well, that's all right. Hey, that's why we double check on the pod. Never before. We do it during the show. But okay. Because we tied, I got the lower record. That's right. You guys are welcome. You have someone who will remind you about the times of these games when he announced them. But okay, all right. Thursday night football, Jaguars at Saints, morning slate. We're finally done with the London games. We're finally done. I can actually watch all the games in the morning. Raiders at Bears, the greatest high school football game of all time. Browns at Colts, Bills at Patriots, Commanders at Giants, Falcons at Bucks, Lions at Ravens, must watch. Steelers at Rams, Cardinals at Seahawks, Packers at Broncos, what the fuck game of the week. Chargers at Chiefs, Dolphins at Eagles, and Niners at Vikings. The back half does not look great for us. Dolphins, Eagles, we got a fun one sandwich in between there, but I mean, oh man. From 1:20 on Sunday to about 8 p.m. my time on Monday, we're not going to have a fun time. It'd be really funny if both of our teams won this week. Is not going to happen. I'm trying to jinx. Right? I'm trying to do something here. But okay, here are my picks. I hate it. Jaguars, Raiders, Browns, Bills, Commanders, Bucks, Ravens, but I hate it too. Rams, Seahawks, Packers, Chargers, Dolphins, Niners.
We have 5 different games.
Okay.
Jaguars. Trace McSorley, throw it on a dime, baby. All right. Give me the Bears. Browns, Bills, Commanders, Bucks, Lions, Rams, Seahawks,
Broncos.
Broncos country. Let's
Let's
ride.
ride.
Chiefs, Dolphins.
Hey, I'm gonna get destroyed in Arrowhead this week. We're in this together.
These guys.
We're in this together. We're in this together. Okay.
These guys.
We're both getting L's this week. Okay, but we're also getting W's by picking against our favorite team. So it'll even out. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But okay, let's start.
Yeah, I'm just having visions of what's gonna happen Monday night.
I want to start. One of the games I was really 50-50 on was Jags at Saints. We're both on the Jags. T-Law will play on Thursday. Limited in practice yesterday. I think he was full go today. But Thursday night, short week, short everything. I don't know. I feel like on these Thursday night games,
I think this is their first game on U.S. soil in like 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Jags have been overseas for a while now. So, yes, that could actually be a very big factor.
I'm going to be at that game.
You are?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
So, tonight.
Tonight.
Wait. Okay. If you're going to be at this game, I have one homework assignment for you, okay? Because I've been hearing rumors online, but I can't confirm it because I don't have all 22. I've heard rumors that Chris Olave has awful body language on the field and he does not finish his routes and that he will just start like jogging. If he doesn't beat his guy and it's like a streak, he won't finish the route and he has awful body language. I need you to confirm that for me.
Yeah, I'll get my binoculars out.
Because it was probably one of the most like heartbreaking things I've ever heard about him because I do not know Chris Olave as a guy who slacks.
Well, you're on the Saints.
Wait, 1 sec. I gotta bear with me real quick. Can you hear background music right now?
No.
Okay, so it's fine. I'm definitely afraid that maybe this mic has picked up background music this whole time. But okay. Regardless, you guys can enjoy some Ray Shremmerd right now if that is
the case. We get copyrighted. All right.
Jaguars Saints. I need to know that about Olave. I need to know if that's confirmed. And also I need some videos of Jameis on the sidelines. He was hilarious.
Yeah, you're acting like my phone has like triple, quadruple magnification. I'm repping a phone that's like
maybe
12 years old.
I need you to report.
12 years old, like
you'll be there. You'll be able to see it. I need to know what Jameis is doing on the sidelines. Agree? Deal?
I can see him.
Yeah. You don't need a video. I will take a written report.
I just don't know if I'll be able to see him, but yeah.
No, you will. Jameis, how can you miss him?
It's a big stadium.
Jameis is literally the most entertaining man in that stadium. He will be on Thursday.
Yeah, well, behind me, but yeah.
Well, I love you, man, but you're no Jameis.
That's right. Jameis tries to be me.
I don't think this is the path you want to go down because those workout videos of Jameis, are you saying that?
Yeah, I juggle balls, man. I juggle balls and read cards for my workouts.
Are you sitting there, doing the pocket drills where you got that's 5 dudes throwing medicine balls at you full speed?
Yeah.
You invented that one, right?
Yeah, I actually I do that for my warm-ups before practice. It's just me.
Oh yeah. I forgot you're making the fan-controlled league debut.
Yeah. Do you not know? Did we not announce this?
Quarterback of the thinking of alliteration. The Vermont Vampires. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Starting quarterback, Vermont.
Yeah,
Vampires.
Name reveal live on the podcast too, by the way. Had not been announced yet.
Was not supposed to reveal that one, but sorry. Sorry to the higher ups over at CBS. My bad. But okay. Aiden O'Connell throw on a dime. We were getting into a little bit earlier. I actually think the less prep for throw it on a dime, the better the results. Okay. Everett, I have a question for you. How are you gonna defend Trace McSorley if Trace McSorley doesn't even know what he's doing? How are you gonna know what he's doing if he doesn't even know what he's supposed to do? How do you
because
stop that?
Taylor Heineke doesn't know what he's doing, and Taylor Heineke gets dubs.
But which I'm saying, like, yes, like, I actually think the best case scenario, assuming that Throw It On Dime is going to start, not.
Oh, you're saying how would
Batchin.
the Raiders defend him?
Yeah, how did the Raiders?
That's a question for you because you chose the Raiders, so you need to tell me why.
So
what they're gonna do.
Simply put, the Bears are awful at football. I have no other way around it. They're awful. So I'm gonna pick against them every week for the rest of the season. That's the reason I'm picking the Raiders here. But I'm very interested in how this game's gonna play out because I actually think a completely unprepared Trace McSorley is the best possible offense you can get out there. Like the Raiders, how can they predict what the Bears are going to do if Trace McSorley doesn't even know what he's going to do?
Trace McSorley just lets it go, man. He's letting the ball fly.
Throw it on a dime. It's in the name. It's in the song. So, hey, I'm just saying it's going to be a high school football game. Like that one might end 6-3. Like it's going to be must watch in the worst way possible. It's going to be so bad. You have to watch it.
I don't know how much you have to say about the Chargers game. What I'm going to say for the Vikings game at this point, dude, I have nothing to say. I'd rather just watch what happens on Monday and talk about, well, actually it'll be happening while we record on Monday.
Are we going to become a Laker podcast in a couple of weeks here?
No, Polo. That's the backup players, Polo.
Giving a lot of love to my guys today. They appreciate it too.
I think I'd rather just react than prepare for my segment for the Vikings for this week. Like there's legitimately nothing. Like I don't know what to talk about right now when it comes to prepping for this game. It's more so just like seeing.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about the Chargers other than the fact it's just like, well, this is not. We're not gonna have a fun time.
Not gonna have a fun time.
It's not gonna be fun at all. Like this team, Chiefs in Arrowhead with Taylor Swift. Oh my God.
Oh, you got Taylor Swift.
What do you mean?
I didn't get Taylor Swift.
I thought she was at the Vikings game.
Nope. She went to New York. She was in, I believe, Kansas City, and she curved us and then went to Denver the next week. No, she was Chicago, then New York, skipped Minnesota, and then went to Denver.
Went to Chicago. Wow. Well, this is a Chiefs home game, so she'll definitely be there.
Skipped Minnesota though.
I don't think you want to do this, but are you gonna start beefing with the Swifties? Please don't. For the growth of the Waterboy Pod, please do not pick a battle you know you can't win.
Well, you fought the Rihanna stans last year.
Well, rule number 1 of Twitter is never ever get into a fight with Taylor Swift fans, Swifties, and BTS stans. Those are the two fan bases that no matter how strong your army is, you can't win.
Nothing will be funnier than when people
army.
Nothing will be funnier than when people are like, yeah, behind the scenes of this. People are like, please stop tagging our band in your movie productions. It's like, dude, what?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's like 0% chance we're going to win this game. We're screwed. We're done. It's over. The Swifties. If you want to start that battle, guys, it was not me. The Chargers fan did not start the battle. Okay, it was not me. Ohio loves Taylor. Okay, Ohio strong. Yes. Okay, I guess not. Swifties, we're not picking any battles. Okay?
No, you curved Minnesota. I'm taking that personally. It's
gonna be a cruel summer for you. Whew. All right. Yeah, okay. Enough of that. Never again. Okay. Game of the week. We'll go over this one. We'll do this and we'll wrap it up.
The Commanders and Giants.
Division matchup. Most exciting division matchup of the week. Better than Chargers Chiefs. I can guarantee that. But okay, Dolphins at Eagles. Are we both on Dolphins? Okay. So I'm on Dolphins here. I wanted to pick the Eagles coming off a loss. And my reasoning was for some reason came up with this idea in my mind that the Eagles will not lose back-to-back games this year. That's a really stupid theory, really stupid logic. Okay, the Eagles secondary is awful. Okay, that secondary is cheeks. And this is gonna be my hot take. This could be the Waddle breakout. Okay,
he had a breakout last week.
Not a Tyreek Hill explosion is what I'm saying. I'm saying
no.
We're going 100, 120 plus touchdown or 2 in this one. Tyreek explosion, or not Tyreek, Waddle explosion. Tyreek explosion probably also, but Waddle explosion. I don't care who's playing running back for the Dolphins. Like, they're going to have 3 carries of 20 plus yards. Mostert, Jeff Wilson.
Well, you are going against Jalen Carter now.
But they're outside zone. It's all stretch. So it's Josh Sweat and
Derek Barnett's not there anymore, is it?
I got no idea, but Reddick, we'll see. Reddick gonna get. We'll see.
Hasn't been great this year.
We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe Jonathan Gannon was the special sauce for the Eagles.
Seems like he kind of was, because they were not
Reddick
good.
Was riding the bus last year.
Yeah, and then Jonathan
Sweat?
Gannon. Jonathan Gannon decided to park that bus in the Super Bowl. He was taking it to the depot.
Well, remember, Sodgate. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but Jonathan Gannon also said that he was like, I kind of checked out. He said he literally said in the Super Bowl, part of the reason why the Eagles lost was because Jonathan Gannon was tampered with by the Cardinals, and he was preparing to become the Cardinals head coach.
Yeah, Tom Herman would never, ever. But yeah.
All right, last thing, in-season wish list, Commanders edition. All right, Commanders, Washington Commanders. All right. Hope the turf of FedEx Field gets replaced. Hope Sam Howell is the QB of the future. Hope Chase Young stays healthy. Hope Emmanuel Forbes was the right pick over Christian Gonzalez. And hope the defense starts limiting big plays.
Yeah, Commanders, thankfully, we don't need to mention Dan anymore. That's a thing in the past. We're already moving on. Magic is now your guys' owner, and we'll see what Magic can do in the NFL. Didn't do a great job as president of the Lakers. Dodgers to be determined.
Got LeBron.
Don't think that was him. Maybe I'll look it up real quick.
Well, he took that meeting. He left the year after. He took the meeting with LeBron that got him to sign with LA.
Doing a quick little double check. Where do they list his executive career? Come on, get it. Where is it? I think they actually might have wiped his Lakers front office. Oh, wait.
Beautiful thing called Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia is. I mean, Magic Johnson has a really long Wikipedia.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot of things. I was about to make the joke of the year about Magic, but we'll pass it up. Everybody knows what it is. They don't have dates. I don't know, but it appears as if I do think he did get LeBron. I have no confirmation on it, but fuck it. Waterboy fact. Magic Johnson got LeBron to the Lakers, so he did something right there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, damn it. He's a WNBA championship owner. Sparks 2016. He's got a ring. A real one, too. Not that fake Mickey Mouse one in 2020 with the Dodgers. So.
Well, you're forgetting all the rings he, has from, I don't know.
Well, I'm talking executive career. Something that Michael Jordan doesn't have anything to say about. All right. Okay. Anything else? Anything else for this fine Wednesday afternoon? Go Bucks. Gonna be a big weekend, but anything else?
Oh man, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So perfect. That leaves plenty of time for me to dive into the next or the most recent rash that I've acquired, everyone. So, okay. Outro. Get us out of here. Get us out of here.
No, keep going. Keep going. You want to tell the fans so much. You can tell them. You brought it up, man. I told you not to. I told you not to.
It always itches. Okay. Always. Okay. It's like that one Rick and Morty joke, ants in my eyes, Johnson, they're everywhere. And it burns all the time.
I told you not to go into the cheetah exhibit in the zoo last week. Told you not to.
Well, I had to.
Yeah, Grant wanted to race one of them.
Yeah,
safe to say he did not win.
Hey, yeah. I did confirm though. Short distance, yeah, they got me. But if we're running 2 miles, I'll dust any.
Yeah, cheetah. I was pretty impressed. That zookeeper was kind of
dust any cheetah.
That zookeeper was kind of dusting you to get you out of the.
Well, I mean, he
exhibit.
has experience. He runs with those fuckers every day. I mean, he's used to their speed. He's seen their game speed. I haven't.
Yeah, but
I've only seen them on tape. I haven't seen them in real life.
The pole he was trying to use to catch you, though, to like drag you back out. That was the most impressive thing because he was going full speed while getting that thing around you.
Now it looked like he was running full speed, like he was going like 75%. I was going full speed, but he could have
so he is
could have
really
turned
fast.
on the jets.
So he's really fast then.
No, he didn't.
I thought he was
show
going full speed. Not his full potential.
Rule number 1 of a zookeeper: never reveal your full speed. Never go 100%. You know that.
And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at WaterboyPod. Make sure to follow me and Grant on Twitter at Everett and at Waterboy Grant. We post new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. You don't want to miss that. Make sure to put on notifications. Yeah. We post new TikToks every Tuesday to Sunday. You don't want to miss any of those. Make sure to go follow us there. And we post new Instagram posts 2 times a week. Those dates to be determined whenever they happen. Graphics
just twice a week. That's the only thing we can confirm.
With that, we'll see you guys next week's episode. Waterboys out.
Go Bucks.